The differences between paleo and keto? So, a lot of viewers, like you, wants to know what's the difference between paleo and keto? And which one of these diets is better for you? Firstly, we will talk about what is paleo. Paleo is often termed as a caveman diet because you should essentially eat similar foods that a caveman would have eaten back in the day. If a cave person didn't eat it, neither should you. The basic concept of the paleo diet is to eat whole foods and avoid processed foods, including sugar, bread, certain vegetable oils, trans fats and artificial sweeteners, which are considered as refined carbs. Refined carbohydrate foods lack the essential nutrients and are associated with obesity and metabolic diseases. So, fewer carbs equals less glucose in your system, which means your body will have to start burning fat as your fuel source. Which means decreased fat storage and decreased body fat percentage and increased weight loss. The paleo diet doesn't require counting a single calorie and it allows you to eat until you're full and happy, so if you want to lose weight and struggle with the counting of calories, the paleo diet might be a great option for you. Secondly, we will talk about what is keto. Keto diet is when you drastically reduce your carbohydrate intake and replace it with fat in order to get your metabolism to a state called ketosis. When you are in ketosis, your body converts fat to fuel to burn for energy, and this will help you to lose weight. In order for ketosis to happen, the body needs to avoid the consumption of foods that can be readily converted to sugar, glucose. When your body doesn't have carbs or glucose to burn for energy, your body's fat is used for fuel. So what are the differences between paleo versus keto? The foods on the ketogenic diet are similar to the paleo diet, but again with much more specific ratios. Like the paleo diet, the keto diet consists mostly of meat, vegetables, and healthy fats. Grains are also not recommended because of the carbohydrate count. However, sweet vegetables like sweet potatoes and tubers are also not consumed on the ketogenic diet because of the high carb count. In contrast to paleo, high-fat dairy is allowed on the ketogenic diet like cheeses and heavy cream, while fruit is generally too high in carbs to be consumed. Nuts and seeds can be eaten in moderation, but again contain some carbs so have to be counted. Thus, keto is really about keeping the ratio of 5% carbs, 20% protein, and 75% healthy fats, where paleo is more specific about what types of foods to eat. So keto targets low carb, less than 5% of your total, and focuses on a very high fat content. It eliminates grains, tubers, and most fruits due to the carb content. You need to be diligent in your tracking and can measure if you're in ketosis. Paleo targets low carb through focusing on protein and fats, eliminates dairy, but doesn't limit fruit or sweet potato intake. In this diet you don't track but rather eat until you're full. For paleo, you cut out most dairy, because it's a more modern dietary food group that causes some people problems. This differs from keto, where you rely on yogurt and cheeses for fat intake. For keto, you cut out fruit and starchy vegetables, potatoes, because the high carb content is an easy way to knock you out of ketosis. This differs from paleo because fruits and potatoes are whole foods that have been eaten for thousands of generations. Paleo versus keto. Which diet is better for you? Both the paleo and ketogenic diet can be fantastic ways to lose weight. When it comes to paleo versus keto, in my opinion the ketogenic diet is the quickest route to achieving extreme weight loss. However, it's much more difficult to maintain. The paleo diet is a much easier style of eating that can be easily adapted when going out to restaurants or having dinner parties. That's it for this video. If you are interested in losing weight using either keto or paleo, visit the links in the description. And if you are interested in more healthy videos, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification and get notified when I release new videos.